Hello. So what I want to do is I'm going to share the Learn to Skate plan I'd like to do tomorrow. I'm not going to create a plan for the U911 because Akeem, you take care of the drills, no problem that way. But I want to show you what I'm thinking about here right now, just in terms of skating. Because I think some of our U9 players and a few U11s, they could actually benefit from some of the skating instruction that's set up at the other end because they're not really getting stuff that's at their level on Mondays right now, just based on how it's set up. So again, let me know what you think. We can talk about it tomorrow before we go on as well. But I'd like to run at my one end. I'm going to set up what I had set up last week. So this is what the skaters are working on in terms of skills. So we call them bubbles, but it's forward sculling. They're practicing falling, getting up. They're doing single leg pushing with one leg gliding, the other leg single push, down, get up, skating, ducking under a barrier, and they're going to take a stick and shoot a puck on net. So this is the easier one. They then skate a route around the ice. That's the easier one. Over here, they're going to skate. They do a 2 foot glide. They stop. They do some crossing over. They do backwards sculling or backwards bubbles. They spin around. They skate forwards. They stop. They then cross over facing the other way. They get down. They get up. They then skate through the pylons, and then they go ahead and do a fast lap around and come back again. So that's what I've been doing with the ones at the other end, and some of them are starting to get pretty good. So if I could take half the middle zone, I'd like to set this up whereby they would skate, glide on 1 foot, they then stop, they then use their left skate to push, and then they do inside edge, sort of tight glide turn on the right skate. They would skate again for some speed, glide on the right foot, stop. In this case, right skate pushes inside edge of left foot. And then they would then skate around a figure eight setup right here. When they get to here, there'll be a spin, so they turn around backwards and they're going to single leg scull. So this leg would stay straight. They're just going to do C cuts with the opposite leg as it goes around. Here they'll switch, do C cuts with the other leg, and then here they'll do backwards crossovers around the circle and back to the start. So it would add sort of 3 zones to the Learn to Skate program, and it steps things up a little bit. Plus, we have a bunch of players, I think, who could actually use some work on skating backwards. So this would be a lot of the 1-2 players. So the players we indicated 1 or 2, they could be working on these types of things. Then towards the end of the session, we could also do a noodle game in the middle and mix the stronger Learn to Skate students with the 1-2 players from U9 U11, and they could play the noodle game in the middle. It would give us a chance to see sort of how some of the new Learn to Skate students are doing in terms of their abilities compared to the others. Also, from the parents' perspective, it shows we're starting to mix them a little bit, getting them ready perhaps to join the U9 U11 if they're able to. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking is this how we're going to play this out, create sort of our middle grouping in terms of skating, and perhaps use Wednesday not just for those who are brand new, but for some of our players we still have with us to do some skating instruction and activities that are probably geared more to the level they're at right now. So please, provide some feedback, and yeah, we can see how we can start getting these sessions to meet our players' needs even better. All right, have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow.